go. Yeah. Holy crap! I didn't. Oh, Reese has been acting so weird. So no audio from me at this point. Just curious. I just switched the microphone settings, so I want to make sure that you guys can see me real quick. Or not see me, but hear me. Okay, well, I'm starting to see the. I'm starting to see a little bit of the audio thing. So someone, give me a sound check. Why did it do that? I have no idea. Audio's good now? Yeah, stupid restream. Okay. All right, so you guys probably heard nothing of the formalities, so I do apologize for that. But anyways, like I was saying earlier, anybody who wants to give a birthday thing out to me, use that QR code right there, and it's going to stay in the upper left corner over there. But if you want something, for your troubles, hey, no worries. If you guys want to try out Helium Mobile, you guys get 1 month free. You guys know that. I always share this QR code just in case anyone's interested in trying out Helium Mobile. You guys can get 1 month free just using my promo code when signing up. And if you want to copy a Team Nexus Pixel t-shirts, not my best work, but I'm going to have some stuff later on down the road. Currently working on it with a good friend. So I'll have something pretty cool later on. But if you guys want to grab one of these ones, you guys can get a t-shirt, long sleeve, hoodie, whatever your forte is. You guys can grab that. Not going to have that take too much time. But anyways, what I was really going on before, basically you guys were hearing absolutely nothing but background music and no audio from me. What I was talking about is just give you guys a little synopsis of what's going to happen today. So for today in this podcast, basically I'm going to explain to you guys why I downgraded my plan on Boost Mobile. I'm also going to be talking about Google Fi and, how they can be competitive in the market, as well as giving you guys a Pixel 8a update and taking Q&A of the Pixel 8a. So things you guys want to know about it that I, might be able to answer based upon my experience using it. All that in today's podcast before I jet off for the rest of the day and just kind of hang out with family and do all that fun stuff, right? So, for the birthday donos, QR code will stay up there in the top left corner. Anyway, so just really want to kind of get into it, so let's go. And I got to make me a little note over here to timestamp when audio starts, because there's like a good 5 minutes of just absolutely background music and nothing else. Restream has been acting very, very weird. So I apologize for that. And hold on. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Well, I feel it coming, but I don't know. You ever feel that burning sensation? You're about to sneeze. You don't want to sneeze on a microphone and just blow everyone's eardrum out. Yeah. So if I mute myself for a second, it's because of that. But obviously, you guys will see it. I have a camera turned on. So let's just get right into it. We're wasting time here. All right. So here we go. Boost Mobile's plans and all their little good stuff, right? So first of all, let me just say this. I've only been on the Unlimited Plus, which is $50 a month with autopay, $55 without autopay. And actually, it's not even been a full month yet. The month ends in 4 days. And in 4 days, I'm okay with Boost Mobile and my connection here in my city. It's not a big problem at all whatsoever. But for people that were saying that you had to stay on those plans for 6 months before you can change plans, I can tell you guys that's probably not the case, because I was able to downgrade today. Both my wife and my line have both been downgraded, which will start at the beginning of the bill cycle. And they tell the Boost Mobile reps hey, people are going to downgrade, just tell them to downgrade at the beginning of the next bill cycle, so that way if they've used over 30 gigs, they're not automatically throttled. And I want to say this, that the system automatically puts your plan upgrade or downgrade at the beginning of the next bill cycle. It doesn't do it effective immediately. It could if it wanted to. And if they did actually change my plan today, effective immediately today, and then, backported it for the past 20 something days, technically I wouldn't be past the 30 gigs of premium data is what they want to call it. So, um, you know, Boost Mobile, they must be listening again. I got a text from Boost Mobile. It's like, we received your plan change request. We're working on it. We'll let you know when the change is made. For now, you'll stay on your current plan. Like, obviously. But here's the reason why that I downgraded. Okay, so the plan that I upgraded to was this one right here, the unlimited $50 plan, the unlimited plan. That's what I upgraded to. That's what I was currently on. And basically you get unlimited talk, text, and data, no contract required, up to $300 device savings, hotspot, global talk and text, monthly taxes included, buy now, pay later available, and then 40 gigabytes of premium data before you're slowed down for the rest of your bill cycle. It's $50 a month, but this doesn't seem like something that I really find beneficial for $50, right? Double the price of what the normal unlimited plan is. A few perks in there. One, I don't use hotspots. When I'm out and about and away from things, I don't use hotspot. And if I needed to use it for like a month, like say like next month, if I went somewhere and I wanted to use my data for hotspot, I can always add it on for $10 just for that time, and then cancel it for the next month. So that way only that month period that I'm using it is what I'm charged for, and I'm not charged for it in the future. And it won't raise my pricing to $50. So hotspot's something I absolutely need. Global talk and text. I have Google Voice, and I have a whole bunch of credit on it for international calling and texting, so I'm not even worried about that. I'm not concerned about monthly and taxes included because they're so minimal. They're like the taxes and fees are under $1 for me, so I'm not really worried about that. The buy now, pay later. Not really doing any orderings for phones or anything like that on Boost Mobile, which also is the reason why I don't really care for the $300 device savings on specific devices listed for that plan. So I'm not worried about that at all whatsoever. It's not something that oh, I love my wife. Yeah, Boost Mobile's gonna keep messaging me too. But anyways, yeah. So all the stuff that you get with the Unlimited Plus plan, $50 a month, it just didn't seem a fit for me, right? Compared to what I had before with the unlimited $25 plan. So I went back to the unlimited $25 plan. The unlimited talk and text, no contract required, $25 a month forever. It's got the infinite logo there. Buy now, pay later, and 30 gigabytes of premium data. Now, if I wanted 40 gigs of premium data, I could just do the add-on for 10 gigabytes of additional data, and that would put my plan price at $35 a month, right? So double the lines, I would be at basically paying a bill of like $73, and that's including the taxes they add on, so about like $73, $72 actually. Is what I'd be paying a month, which is still about $30 less than I would pay with the Unlimited Plus. Okay, so there's not really a benefit from the $25 to the $50 plan. I can see if like the Unlimited Plus plan on Boost was like, instead of 40 gigs, if it was 60 gigs of premium data, double the amount of data that you get on the $25 plan, then double the amount. Or maybe even just 50 gigs, right? Because you get the other perks and stuff like that. So that would make sense that it'd be $50 if you get 50 gigs of data, global talk and text, and $300 on device savings. And then the $60 plan, they could have had that at 100 gigs, right? Kind of like, competing against US Mobile. Have 100 gigs of premium data, $430 device savings, hotspot, global talk and text, North America Connect, all that other stuff. What's the difference between the plan that Boost has? Is it all the same? What do you mean, is it all the same? Like, clarify your question. If you could, for me, Dang, clarify your question. It's all Boost Mobile. It's all one thing. Hi, come here. Come here.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll be done in a little while. I'll tell you when we're going to watch Sinister.
Okay.
All right. My daughter came to check. Both my daughter and I really love horror movies, so I know she really enjoys watching Sinister, and it's on HBO Max, so we're going to watch Sinister later on. But anyways, you didn't miss a whole lot, IG. You didn't miss a whole lot. I'm just basically explaining 40 Unlimited. So there, 3 of them are technically unlimited plans. Come here. Sorry, everyone. Hold on. All right. Thank you. Love you. So they're all considered unlimited, right? It's just you get a certain amount of premium data, right? So the high speed, fast speed services, you get a certain amount, right? The $25 plan gives you 30 gigabytes, which is normals across, different brands and stuff like that. The Unlimited Plus gives you 40 gigabytes of premium data, and the $60 plan gives you 50 gigabytes of premium data. Of course, there's a little bit of perks also, with each tier that you go up. But from where I was, trying out the Unlimited Plus just to see how that plan would fit with me, it just didn't seem worth it. So I downgraded. I chose to go back to the $25 plan. Anything else additionally that I need, the add-on doesn't bring it up to the price, right? Which obviously, when they constructed these plans, they obviously thought about that. They were like, hey, we don't want to go and make it to where, if you were to add on the $25 plan to get something close to what the $50 or $60 plan has, that you're gonna, be paying up the wazoo. And they wanted to make sure that wasn't the case. So, for me, if I wanted 40 gigs of premium data, I would still be paying less, right? Because the data is the only thing that I would really be more concerned about than anything. Is just my data usage. Some months I use more than others. So if I really wanted the 40 gigabytes of premium data, a $10 a month add-on price would move my plan from 25 to 35 bucks a month, but that's still $15 less than what the Unlimited Plus is, which means I'm still saving money. How much hotspot data do each give? Okay, so with the unlimited, it's based upon how much premium data you have. Okay, so example, on my $25 plan, if I was to put the hotspot add-on on my $25 plan, then the 30 gigs of premium data, that's how much data of hotspot that I use. Now, keep in mind, if you use all that for your hotspot data, tethering like a laptop or tablet to it, then your main phone line has no data, like no premium data. You'd be slowed down. So it uses against that. It doesn't have like a separate amount of hotspot where it's like 30 gigs of premium data for your phone and then 15 gigs hotspot for your, tethering. It's what premium data you have. That's what you're using for your hotspot if you have that turned on. I appreciate it. Cheap Sneaker Finds, dope channel. Shout out to the channel. If you guys are sneakerheads or just love checking out videos about sneakers, subscribe to Cheap Sneaker Finds. Subscribe to that channel and get your fix on some kicks. Hey, if you want to take that, Cheap Sneaker Finds, you can take that little slogan and get your fix for your kicks. No, I got you. There's actually other options too. If the T-Mobile home internet is not suffice for data consumption and the things that you need, what I would suggest for you, Dang, is looking at Straight Talk and Verizon Home Internet. If Verizon Home Internet is available in your area, like for me, to get the Straight Talk and everything, it's going to cost $153.99 because it's $99 for the gateway. $45 for the monthly plan of unlimited. And the cool thing, and the thing that I like about the Straight Talk home internet, aka Verizon home internet, is that it is 5G LTE. So it will connect to 5G. You'll get 5G speeds with the home internet. But if you're like in an area that's like teetering off 5G LTE, it'll run on the LTE network. Whereas my T-Mobile home internet, it does the same thing too as well. But it, you know, if like 5G signal is pretty weak, I've never really seen it drop down to LTE. Like when I boot it on, I see it go to 4G first and then it switches to 5G, but I've never seen it actually like rely on LTE if 5G is being weak. And LTE in my area is really good on T-Mobile, besides it's 5G. So I'm just saying, I'm having a good birthday, man. My kids came in here and wished me happy birthday on the live. So like, sorry, I've been stepping away from the subject at hand, but anyways. Yeah, so to finally answer your question, Dang, basically, if you're wanting something with hotspot, like a good amount of hotspot to be able to use, my recommendation would be Visible. Unlike Boost Mobile's $25 plan, Visible's $25 plan, the speeds are pretty decent on there, especially if Verizon is good in your area, and the hotspot is also unlimited, so there's not a cap on the hotspot with Visible. I think you used Visible before, but I could be wrong. Let me know if you did. No worries, Dang. No worries, man. I appreciate it. But anyways, so yeah, I downgraded both lines on my Boost Mobile account back to the $25 a month plan. Yes, taxes and fees are not included. Like I said, it's like $1, less than $1. I'm not concerned about that. The basic reasoning is I'm going to be saving a lot more money just being on a $25 a month plan for both of my lines. 30 gigs of premium data. Like I said, I've only gone up to like 15. I can actually show you guys. So I actually did speed tests and I, you know, like in a 5-day work week, I used 3 of those days on the regular network and 2 of those days plus the weekends on Wi-Fi, right? So, but anyways, so there's my data usage calculation, 15.8 gigs, and my bill cycle ends in 4 days. So, yeah, I'm not even coming close to 30 gigs. So being on that is a lot better, and I'm saving quite a bit. So to me, the Unlimited Plus plan needs to be a little bit more competitive. They need to offer something a little bit different than what they're offering. Because there's the 10, you know, mostly everyone is focused on data usage, right? That's a lot of people's focus is data usage. And, you know, going from 30 gigs to 40 gigs at double the price is what people are looking at. They're not going to look at the $300 device savings, hotspot, global talk and text, monthly taxes included. They're not looking at that. You know, they'll notice that when they need it, right? So if they broke their phone, they need to get a new phone on Boost Mobile, then, oh yeah, I get $300 in device savings. Let me upgrade a phone, you know? Or, you know, if they have family outside of the US and there's like a big family thing that they have to communicate, and it's like, oh yeah, I got global talk and text, I can talk to them. But the average, you know, consumer, which is, you know, such a weird term that people use, but it is what it is. They're not really concerned with those perks. The main thing they're going to be looking at is unlimited talk and text, and then they're going to shoot straight for how much data do they actually have that's high speed. And 40 gigabytes from 30 gigabytes doesn't warrant a double the price hike, right? Because if you look from the $50 to the $60 plan, it's basically $10 difference. So then people will have that kind of question. So for me, it just made sense. Drop back to the $25 plan, have a cheaper bill, you know, maintain, you know, the service and everything like that. It's totally fine. And so that, to me, it's just the difference of this. Either you go with the $25 plan, save some money, you know, use your device as usual, connect to Wi-Fi when you can, or you can go with the unlimited premium, which, you know, gives you 50 gigs of premium high-speed data that you can use, and you get all the other perks, including North America Connect on that one. And you get $430 in device savings if you upgrade. And there's more top tier devices that you can upgrade to. versus the mid-range limited devices that the Unlimited Plus plan offers. Okay, or you can go with these, the buy now pay later plans is what they call it now. So they're kind of like emphasizing that these are supposed to be postpaid style. These are supposed to be prepaid, I guess. But those that were, long-term Boost Infinite Boost mobile customers that were on the postpaid style, their bill stays the way it is. They're not gonna like change it up or anything. So you're gonna like use your services, pay afterwards. Anyone that newly signs up and goes on the Infinite Access for iPhone or Galaxy, and you guys will be postpaid. And anyone that futurely signs up for these plans will be more prepaid. So just keep that in mind. I know it's a lot of confusion. But with these ones, you get a device every year as long as you keep the device in good condition, right? You can't return a busted up iPhone 15 missing part of the glass in the back and everything like that and be able to get the iPhone 16 when that comes out. No, they won't take it. So gotta take care of it. Yeah. Global Talk and Text is international from US to another country. So you do get that. You do get that Global Talk and Text with the Unlimited Plus plan on Boost Mobile for $50. Yeah. So here, you know what? I'll just open up the plan details. Let's see if we can spot anything on it. So stay connected from the US to people you love all around the world. Enjoy talk and text to over 200 destinations. And I'll tell you right now on that list, I've seen it before when I looked at it, Vietnam is in there. So, because, I have family in Thailand. So both of my aunts are still in, obviously they're in Thailand. My auntie Jimchit, I wish she would come back to the United States. I would like to see her one more time before it becomes her time. But her and my mom are very close. And when I was growing up as a kid, she was around us quite often. It's a tough spot. Family feuds and things like that. So don't want to get into my personal life on that. Anyways, but yeah, so I'll stick it out with Boost Mobile Unlimited 25. I still have my Metro by T-Mobile line. That's $25 a month. I'm being very careful not to kind of like screw that up. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. To another phone. Oh, cheap. $10. Oh, gotcha. Appreciate that. Appreciate the happy birthday wishes. Yep, for sure. Thank you so much. But anyways, there is one service that I really liked, and some of you guys may disagree with me on this, and that's totally okay. But there's a service I really liked. I really liked it for a long time. I've liked it when it was in its project stages. Some of the decisions they made is a little bit questionable at times. Nothing is perfect, but the overall experience I had with them was actually pretty good. And that would actually be Google Fi. I really enjoyed being on Google Fi at the time when I was on Google Fi. It's just there's certain things that they do that I think that Google Fi should do to become better. Okay. First of all, and this is the biggest thing, and this has always been my gripe with Google Fi. They need to fix their customer service. They need to fix their customer service people, because it's like I tell them A, they think B. I tell them, C, they think F. Like I don't know. Like I'm still pretty ticked off with them that they went ahead and blacklisted my Pixel 6. So my Pixel 6 can never be activated on Google Fi, and they don't know how to take it off according to them. I think they're full of it on that. I think that they just don't want to admit the fact that, a certain rep made a huge mistake. And, for those that want to know exactly what happened, I'll share the story. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. But what happened was that I was, a year ago, I was going to go back to Google Fi. So, I created an account, started up service again with them, and then, tried to activate the Pixel 6 on eSIM, and it got an error. The error was, I think, it was like B07 or something like that. Anyways, so, I reached out to their customer service to chat with them to say, hey, you know what? Like the eSIM's not working. It's not downloading. they were like, oh, okay, is your device unlocked? I'm like, yes, bot unlocked. To unlock device, I've used it on Google Fi before. I've used it on multiple carriers before. And I didn't get the phone through Google Fi. Initially, I got it through Best Buy. So I told them that too. And so the person was like trying to get it activated. I told them what the error code was. And so they were like, oh, okay, you know what? Like, we have to escalate this. So, I'm a person of patience. Fine, escalate it. They're like, give me like, a few minutes. Let me go ahead and just explain what's going on. So they typed up whatever they were typing up. And they're like, I should get an email from their back office team within 48 hours. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So the very next morning, I get an email from their back office team. And in the email, it was like, they hope that they find me well. And they understand how important it is for me to have active service. But as far as with them working on it, that the device is blacklisted. It cannot be activated on Google Fi. So I was like, okay. So I chatted back in with the rep. I had them pull up the notes from the back office team. We went and discussed it. I was like, how is it blacklisted? They were like, oh, we don't know. We don't know. They're like, where'd you get the phone from? Like, Best Buy. They're like, oh, well, that's easy then. All you got to do is just go to Best Buy and have them unblacklist it. I'm like, wait, why would Best Buy blacklist it? I didn't finance it. I bought it from them. So why would it be blacklisted? And so then after that, they had a rep call out to me. She called out. She was like, okay, let's get this phone activated. She kept trying to get it activated. And then she was like, oh, well, you can use a regular physical SIM. And I'm like, wait a minute. If the IMEI is blacklisted for eSIM, it's got to be blacklisted for physical SIM, right? Plus two, my Pixel 6 does have damage to it. So the physical SIM, like the port, I guess you could say, it doesn't read physical SIM cards. I don't know exactly what happened with it. It just one day stopped reading SIM cards, and any SIM card I put in it, it doesn't read. But if I activate the eSIM, it does read. And I've done multiple things, including using the Android Flash tool to try to see if it's a software issue, and it's not. So it's definitely hardware. I'm not spending over $200 something to repair it at Ubrick I Fix. So I was very frustrated with them, and I was like, it was just fine. The phone was just fine. And then I let them drop the bomb. I was like, my wife had Google Fi at the time. The phone was active on her line. So they went and looked at the account. It was never set to be blacklisted because she canceled the services. Well, they didn't really cancel the services. What happened was she moved it from the Pixel 6 to the Pixel 7a. So I was like, somewhere along the way, somebody blacklisted my IMEI. And what's funny is that when I do an IMEI check, my IMEIs are good. When I activated it on eSIM on Visible, still activates. Activated it on Helium Mobile, activates on eSIM. Yeah, so I was just like, the only person that has it blacklisted is Google Fi, and yeah, no one there could tell me what happened. But it all started from when trying to activate it and dealing with that one customer service rep. And I knew I should have disconnected the chat on that guy because he had a very hard time understanding. Like, he was like, maybe your debit card was not put in correctly. I was like, if it wasn't put in correctly, I couldn't go to the next page and pay for, start the service. It wouldn't let me. It would tell me, there was an error with my debit card. So I told him, I've made it all the way through the sign up process. I have the app installed on my phone. I am connected to Wi-Fi. Then they were like, remove the SIM card out of there and turn Wi-Fi on. I was like, bro, I am on Wi-Fi. There is no SIM card in it. So yeah, Pixel 6 is blacklisted on there. Can never be activated on Google Fi. And I'm not going to fight with them hours and hours and hours just to get them to take it off the blacklist and whitelist it again. I don't care. But that was one bad experience that I had with Google Fi and their customer service. So I really feel like their customer service needs more training. And as a matter of fact, they're outsourcing their customer service. They really need to insource it. Honestly, you know what I mean? So I honestly feel like that, if they're outsourcing to India, nothing against people from India. I'm just saying maybe they should handle the international customer care questions, right? People that are traveling outside the United States, work with them. Fine. I think that you're dealing with US based customers here, that you need to open up, call center here and deal with it here. I know that they have a call center at the Google campus, I believe. I could be reaching there, but so that's one problem with Google Fi. The other problem is that their plans are not competitive. Okay, so if you look at this right here, what they offer is a flexible plan, $20 for one line plus data. Right, data is $10 per gigabyte of data, so $10 for 1 gig of data. Okay, so if I used unlimited talk and text on Google Fi and only 1 gig of data, I'd be paying $30 before taxes. I pay $25 and have 30 gigs. Doesn't make sense, right? Honestly, Mobile X, in my opinion, beats out Google Fi's flexible plan, hands down. At the end of the day, no matter how many ways you want to slice it and configure it, Mobile X beats Google Fi's flexible plan. It's like $4.50. Basically for a startup on the pay for what you use on Mobile X, and it's like $2.15 per gigabyte that you use on Mobile X. So you could have a far less cheaper plan and use more data than what you would on the flexible plan with Google Fi. So yeah, in order for the flexible plan to be competitive against like Tello, Mobile X, they need to change this configuration. $20 for unlimited talk and text base alone without any data usage is insane. Okay, $5 for unlimited talk and text, $2.50 per gigabyte of data, I think would probably be the best fit. That would have people actually really looking at Google Fi's flexible plans and using that plan as a way to, have money savings, because this is too expensive. And with inflation today, this is even worse than what it was when inflation wasn't really hitting us. So that's that. The other reason why that Google Fi is not very competitive is because you got the unlimited, simply unlimited and unlimited plus, right? Let's compare it to Boost Mobile. $50 and $60 for that, $55 and $65 for that. And then this is $50 and $65. Okay. And here you have it. With the unlimited plan, $50 a month, you get basically unlimited talk and text, 35 gigabytes of premium data access before you're slowed down, and you get data included in Canada and Mexico, right? Let's compare all the features here. All right, so here you have it. You get 5 gigabytes of hotspot on the Simply Unlimited plan. Shareable for tablets, which what that means is that on the $65 plan and on the flexible plan, you can order data-only SIM cards. You can have those put into your LTE compatible tablets, or if you have a laptop that's SIM compatible, you can put the SIM card in a laptop and have data services on it. On the Simply Unlimited, you don't get that. You do get full connectivity for smartwatches. So if you have an LTE smartwatch, you can activate it on Fi as a second line. Of course, like the perks, like 6 months of YouTube Premium, you get that with the Unlimited Plus. You get 100 gigs of cloud storage on Google Fi, which does not include the new Gemini Live and Gemini Advanced. They all have international features for data calling and text. In Mexico and Canada, all three have it. Affordable calls from the US to 200 plus destinations, all of them have it. It's included. Free over to 50 destinations in the Unlimited Plus. Traveling outside the US, the $50 plan doesn't have that. Calls and texts outside the US, $50 plan doesn't have that. The Flex has it at a specific rate. It's included with the Unlimited Plus, right? So like Brian said, Google Fi is great for those who travel, but also like using it here in the US, just I just enjoyed like some of the perks, right? Like if I was on the $65 plan, I did enjoy not having to worry about paying for the 100 gig storage on Google One. 6 months of YouTube Premium is nice to have, so hey, why not? And then also getting data only SIM cards, right? So I could actually just really have one phone line with one phone number, not have to worry about texting anybody out of it, because the other phone I carried, I could throw the data only SIM card in there and it uses off the data that's on my primary line. I really enjoy that. That's like one of the biggest perks that I like. But I don't think that perk is something that I feel like the prices should be this high, especially today with how competitive the market is today. Today, a lot of carriers are hitting towards the $25 price tag to get people to sign up with them, right? Metro by T-Mobile has a bring your own device, get unlimited everything for $25. The only thing you don't get their additional perks for their unlimited plans, and you don't get hotspot. But you do get unlimited talk and text, you do get unlimited data, and it's $25 a month, right? Cricket has something very similar to that, $25 a month, and you get, here, let's pull up Cricket. There we go. We'll pull that up, and just for shits and giggles, let's pull up Metro by T-Mobile. No, I don't want to sign in, but anyways, let's see. Let's go to there. No, I don't want free phones. Plans. Let's just do cell phone plans. I'll let you see for a second. All right, so you have, like the Flex, Flex Start, Flex Up, Flex Plus. You can get all these things. Let's see. Did they stop the promotion already? Oh, that's their 10 gig plan for $40. Maybe I'm just not seeing this right. Let's see. All deals. No, I don't want to talk to anybody. No, I don't want to talk to chat, because chat doesn't really do anything. It just tells you to call in. I don't know if they have it anymore. Someone confirm with me if they still have that $25 bring your own device. Because I don't. Tablet and device plans, internet plans, add-ons. No, these are just broad. These are just heritage plans. I don't know if they're still running that promo. But the main gist of it is that, okay, all $25 a month, all unlimited. Okay, when you bring a number over to Cricket on a $6 a month voice plan, you can get a line for $25. So they have some sort of thing hidden. You need the legacy plans. Okay, gotcha. I'll just do a rough search like that and just see if I can find it. Probably misspelled it. Well, it says heritage phone plans. I'll just do it this way. Probably should have just worded it that way, but it's where is it? Save 25. No, I don't want to save 25. Oh, there it is. There they are. Thanks, Nate. But yeah, every other Metro, Cricket, Boost, $25. Google Fi, nada. There's nothing that even comes, competitive to that. So, in all honesty, I honestly feel like that the Simply Unlimited plan should be dropped down to $25 a month. I mean, you're getting unlimited talk and text. You're getting 35 gigabytes of high-speed data access, 5 gigabytes of hotspots, Canada and Mexico usage for $25 a month. That would be a far better deal. Google Fi will start probably having some people in there, and there's side perks of Google Fi that they don't really mention on here. Like the Google VPN. I don't know if they have Google VPN anymore. I think they still do, but I could be wrong. But you also have the family link, which if you decide to get a family plan, so if you decide to go, like with four lines of service on Google Fi, which then makes it $25 each line. And the crazy thing about it is they all have 35 gigs of their own data access. But you also got the family link too. So if two of those lines belong to, kids, you want to make sure that, they're safe, protected, and their browsing and all that stuff is safe. And you can, create the family link thing within Google Fi and have everything set up. Plus, one of the things that I know from actual experience in Google Fi, though, is like when I did this plan before, the 4 lines for 100, and I had my kids on Google Fi with me, I was able to actually, through Google Maps, right? So it would launch from the Google Fi app. It would show a little window of Google Maps, and it would show the location of the kids for me to see where my kids are. And then if I tapped on it, it would expand it into Google Maps and show exactly where all my kids are on the map. So that was a cool thing that I liked with Google Fi Wireless. So why I'm not with them anymore when I used to really kind of be a big backer of Google Fi, it's because their customer service is shit and their plans are crap. That's why. The pricing of their plans, I made $160 for 4 lines. Like, this is literally like as if being on postpaid. The only problem is that Google doesn't have their own network. They're not like Dish trying to build out a network, and I honestly feel like that Google could, right? Like, Google's building out Google Fiber. I don't know if they halted on that project, but they have Google Fiber. Lots of people that have Google Fiber, like what would Josh do? His YouTube channel, he covers it. He has Google Fiber. He enjoys it and loves it. So I feel like that Google could actually build out a network if they really wanted to. They have the money to do it, honestly. And if they were really concerned about being looked at as a monopoly and how much money that, they're generating, like Alphabet Inc. and Google underneath their parent company, Alphabet Inc., then honestly, they should just build out a network and then actually have their own network, like independent of T-Mobile. And, of course, maybe they may have like roaming agreements with T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon, but actually have like their own network. And then I can see them charging prices like this, because it's like, you're benefiting because you're on your own home internal network. That's the whole thing. That is the whole thing. I think the only advantage Google Fi has is that they don't deprioritize you during heavy hours. Yeah, I agree, and that is one thing. During usage, you're not deprioritized. I've never really felt a massive like slowdown in areas of congestion. I don't know. Anyone else that has, let us know. I would love to get that confirmed. But I do know, like, honestly, with Google Fi, data service and speeds and stability has been better than being on Metro. Let's just put it that way. I had a flexible plan. It didn't work out for me. I ended up paying more than what I thought I was going to pay, so I ultimately just went for the. Yeah, the only way the flexible plan really kind of works out for anybody is if you really don't use a lot of data, and if you're like mostly at home, mostly on Wi-Fi at home, and then when you're out and about, maybe you might check an email or a text message, and then maybe then like the flexible plan. But even then, the flexible plan needs to be more competitive. It needs to reduce its prices. It needs to reduce its prices because you have options out there like Tello, you have options like Mobile X, and they bring the value when it comes to pay for what you use. They literally bring the value. The value is brought with those. So because the value is brought with those, Google Fi, like, what are you pulling for? Because I know in any business, in any traditional business, okay, like I can say this, for Google Fi, I am pretty sure I can stake the next year of my paychecks on this. Their demographic is not just getting geeks and nerds only. They would love everyday people in this country, everyday Americans in this country, to sign up and use Google Fi service, right? It's the reason why they offer it. Obviously, it's a way of generating money. It's a way for them generating more money and being involved. But see, they're an MVNO. They're not an MNO. I honestly feel like that Google should become an MNO. They should really start building out their own network. I know it's easy to say. I know building a network is not cheap. It's expensive. I get it. But I feel like Google has the money to do it. And it's perfect because one of the things that, is obviously very, very well recognized with Google. When people think Google nowadays, most people will throw in Google Pixels in that thought process of, the name Google. So like search, come to people's minds. YouTube will come to some people's minds. You think Google, right? AI comes to mind, but Google Pixel phones, those generally come to mind now. So you definitely could really, really, really push your phone brand with your phone service brand to kind of make Google Fi competitive. I really wish that they would. Google Fi to me has always been late to the game. Always has been late to the game. For so many years, a lot of us were like, they needed an unlimited plan because there were so many prepaids that were unlimited, there were postpaids, unlimited. But like Google Fi needs an unlimited plan because all they had was a flexible plan. Then they brought the unlimited plus, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But it was very expensive for the unlimited plus, like $70. Taxes and fees not included. And that got pretty pricey. So as that got pricey, then they brought in the Simply Unlimited, which gave you, unlimited talk and text, and that was all what you got. The 5 gigabytes of hotspot, they just added that in last year, just to try to make their Simply Unlimited competitive. But that's not going to work this time around because everyone is kind of hitting down towards that $25 price tag. And since they're hitting down to that $25 price tag, the only damn way Google Fi is going to be competitive is to make the Simply Unlimited $25 a month. And I know Google's not going to like me for this, but they need to make their Unlimited Plus $45 to at max $50 a month. And that's keeping all the perks. I mean, I'm glad. I know they have to be listening because a lot of us have been talking about, they should add some perks into their Unlimited Plus plan other than just being able to use it outside the US. And they did. They added 6 months of YouTube Premium. But what I think, and this is how I would position it, of course, I know there's other things that goes on behind the scenes, right, that I'm not talking about. Obviously, I get that, right? But I'm just saying, if I was, trying to make this competitive against my competitors, $25 for Simply Unlimited, okay, $5 for unlimited talk and text on flexible, and then $2.50 per gigabyte of data usage for the flexible plan. For the Unlimited Plus, I would make it basically $50 a month. But here's the thing. The Simply Unlimited at $25 a month would get some perks on it too, okay? If 6 months of YouTube Premium is given with the Unlimited Plus, 3 months of YouTube Premium given on the Simply Unlimited $25 plan, okay? Or do the 6 months on the $25 plan Simply Unlimited and then do 1 year on the Unlimited Plus for YouTube Premium. Buy Dish assets when they go bankrupt, use the base network, get Verizon roaming access, call it a day. Hey, Sneed, good idea. I like that. Hey, fingers crossed, right? It could be done. Google could actually, when Dish goes bankrupt in November, file for bankruptcy in November, and Google could do it. They can get themselves a little head start by just buying what was already built out by Dish and use it. I mean, just think about the possibilities there. So that's a good idea, right, Sneed? That's a pretty good idea. And it would put Google Fi in there. And hell, you know what? Make Google Fi the 4th carrier. That would be very interesting. Of course, I know some people they'll have a problem with that because they'll be like, Google's a giant tech company and a giant tech company competing against Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And they're going to say it's unfair because Google's got the advantage. They have search, they have YouTube, they have AI, they have their Pixel phones, and now they're the 4th carrier with the network. I mean, But this would absolutely be cool. And you know what would be even better if Google did something like that. Okay, so now I'm reaching. I'm doing a what if, and I don't give a fuck. I like tech and I like the telecom industry, and what ifs are my favorite things to do because it's just so much ideas that could be out there. But let's say Google Fi did buy Dish's network, right? And then began to expand on it, build on it more, and you know, become the fourth carrier. Google Fi becomes the fourth carrier in America. Great. What if that pushes Apple to become a carrier themselves? I mean, you can kind of see with these companies, one of their goals is to already start bridging the whole mobile cell phone satellite connection. And I know that the end game for that is where mobile phones are reliant on full data and, you know, voice and text over satellite access, right? Rather than just emergency. I know that's the end game. That's what people kind of want. That's what enthusiasts dream of. That would be great. That would be cool, you know? And Apple could really do that. I mean, there were so many rumors, like about 4.5 years ago, there was a rumor that Apple was going to become a carrier and they were going to depend on satellite. Some people thought I was stupid for saying that. Now look at them. I mean, you know, it's not there yet exactly what we thought, you know, was going to be, but it's reaching towards it. Whatever happened to the old Google Fi idea where it was pretty much meant to jump from carrier to carrier depending on yeah, so they pretty much ended their deal with US Cellular because of the whole thing with US Cellular, right? US Cellular ended up selling to T-Mobile, I think. If I'm wrong, someone let me know. So, you know, they're pretty much part of T-Mobile, which already Google Fi already has an agreement with T-Mobile, so they're gonna have that access. Sprint is gone. Sprint's not around. And they only have roaming agreements with, I believe, AT&T. And I believe Google Fi does have a roaming agreement with Verizon because Two Phones showed one day his connection with Google Fi, and it read he was connecting to Verizon. So data speeds. Oh, who had the better signal and better data speeds? So in my area, because in Arizona before the whole merger was dominantly a Sprint market. Sprint had it very good out here. So where I was at with Project Fi at the time, I was mostly connected to Sprint, very rarely connected to T-Mobile. I remember that very well because the first time that I met Carlos when he came to Phoenix, and I met up with him downtown Phoenix, and then we walked around doing speed tests, and he was live streaming, and he was catching some insane speeds on Sprint when he was down here. He was pretty shocked about that because everyone hated Sprint. Any news on US Mobile teleport Darkstar? Not that I know of. Maybe we can pull up US Mobile's website and take a look at it. But as far as for them, you know, starting to use AT&T, because that's something that US Mobile is kind of reaching into. And it's funny, right? Because so many years ago when Project Fi was all about smart switching between networks, you know, a lot of companies really didn't pay attention to that. And then now that Google Fi doesn't do it anymore, now, you know, Boost Mobile wants to be able to do it. I think what US Mobile is going to be doing it too, where, you know, you'll be able to switch between Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. So let's see. No, it's got all features. Well, let's go on networks. Sorry if it lagged out there for a second. I heard it lag out in my headphones. There we go. Darkstar. Life is brighter on Darkstar. Experience our most reliable network, offering 250,000 more square miles of coverage than our other two networks. Plus, it's powered by the same infrastructure used by first responders nationwide. Trust us, you're covered. Look. That SIM card for Darkstar, that SIM card right there just reminds me. It's so Sith. It's so Star Wars Sith. Honestly, feel like that's like, if the Death Star was destroying a planet and it impacted right here in the planets like me. Okay, I'm reaching. It's $2 to manually switch. Yeah, so a little bit of a difference, right? Rather than just automatically switching, you pay $2. You can switch out which network you're connected to. So if you're like, if you're in an area where AT&T is the best coverage in your area and you're assigned to the AT&T network on US Mobile, but let's say you go vacationing somewhere and Verizon happens to be the best coverage out there, they're paying $2 and they can switch your lines over to Verizon's access, and then you're covered where you are on vacation for a week. So that's not bad. It's pretty good. Pretty dang good. But yeah, going back to Google Fi, if they want to be competitive, honestly, they really need to restructure their entire plans. And then, if Dish is going out and Boost is going out, then they need to grab the network. Definitely. I mean, Dish can, sell back the brand name back to Peter Adderton, and Peter Adderton can have Boost Mobile US back in his possession, and he can do what he wants to do with Boost Mobile. And Google Fi could acquire Dish's network, and then Dish should be able to pay their debt and do whatever they're going to do a little bit on the afterwards on that. So, that's how I feel about Google Fi, and all the stuff that Google Fi does, obviously. So, yeah. With that being said, I am taking questions on the Pixel 8a2 as well. If you guys want to, if there's anything you guys want to know about the Pixel 8a, ask it. I can tell you guys right now, like I said before, and I'm still going to confirm it again, and that is I have no plans to update to the Pixel 9 anytime soon. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It's not anything against the Pixel 9. It's not anything that has to do with the most recent, Team Pixel debacle or anything like that. That doesn't weigh on what I want to get. It's just that my Pixel 8a is really good, and I don't see a reason to upgrade. That's the same reason why that I dropped from the Unlimited Plus plan on Boost Mobile back down to the $25 plan. I don't see a reason to be on the Unlimited Plus plan. I've tried it out myself, so I can say if there's any types of perks. I can tell people right now, data access is not different between the 25 and the Unlimited Plus. And I'm not talking about the amount of data you have. I'm talking about speeds and reliability. It is the same. No difference. I didn't experience better, stronger connection. I didn't see faster connections. I just had 10 gigs more of data. Yes, it does. It has Magic Audio Eraser. And it's really unique. It's still got a little bit more ways to go on the Magic Audio Eraser so it's not as perfect as people think. But it's it is good though, because it does isolate all the sounds in the video, and it gives you a good label of it, right? So there'll be one line that has an audio where I can scale it. So it's not like if you tap it, it fully deletes the sound out of your video. You could actually scale it and make it, more faint, right? So it'll have a line that says you. There's one that's tagged, a group of people, which means background people, chatter. Then it has another line that has a music note, which obviously stands for any background music that's being heard. And then it's got another one that I think depicts nature sounds, like wind and stuff like that is what it means. And you can either completely eliminate them out of the audio in your video, or you could make them more faint and make your vocals the primary that you hear more vividly, vice versa. So it's really cool. Magic Audio Eraser is really cool. And yes, you can do it on the Pixel 8a. I said the Pixel 8a has all the benefits, right? When Google tried to do that thing where Gemini Nano was only on the 8 Pro and the Pixel 8 didn't get Gemini Nano, and then people were arguing. Well, not arguing, but they were taking to social media, and they were literally like trashing Google for doing that, pointing out that the Galaxy S24 base model could do that, and then all of a sudden, at the same time that the Pixel 8a was going to launch, then they also made it clear that the Pixel 8 was going to get Gemini Nano, right? So it pretty much has everything that they have, except for a glass body. It's not Gorilla Glass Victus on the back. It's polycarbonate, but it feels nice in the hand. It's one thing that I really will say. And I keep a case on it just because I don't want the sun to fade the color out. I don't want to have any scratches on it because, yes, you can still scratch plastic and it'll look ugly. So I do keep a case on it, and I like this case. And I have it screen protected. That's my new word, screen protected. I love that photo of that Pixel that just showed up. Well, it's a concept Pixel, right? I think that if Google was to do like some sort of like a retro Google Pixel, but with modern day specs, that Pixel that popped up, that blue one, I think that would have been a dope one to do body design wise. I think it would be pretty cool. So I'm gonna hold out. If I do get a Pixel 9, it will probably be around January, February. And so now I'm going to tell you guys a secret as to why when new Google Pixels come out, I don't go for them right away. So the 9 Pro, 9 Pro XL, they're going to be out basically in September. So September, October, November, December, January, February, if there is going to be a Pixel 9a, we should have some sort of news about it. And if there's going to be a Pixel 9a, I would rather go and get that. I'm a big fan of the A series. So yeah, I know some people have pointed out, they were like, the Pixel 8 has better cameras than the Pixel 8a, and that may be so, right? It has a 50 megapixel Samsung GN01 compared to as the Sony camera sensor that's in the Pixel 8a, the same sensor that's used in the Pixel 7a. The thing is that I feel like I can get some pretty damn good photos with this camera sensor. It's a 64 megapixel sensor, but it's a smaller millimeter lens. That's the project Pixel that I think they should make. But anyways, I'm just more to the fact of like, I can get the photos that I want. I can get the videos that I want. One thing I will never do, I will never say that smartphones is in place of like mirrorless cameras, DSLR cameras. Does it have video boost? That's a good question. I never really actually played around to see if it had it, but we'll find out right now. Let's go to more settings. Stabilization, selfie, nope, no video boost. So the Pixel 8a doesn't do that. Wait for the sales? Yeah. Well, because by the time, so like when January, February rolls around, if there is going to be a Pixel 9a, then I know, okay, I'll just hold off a little bit longer, get me the Pixel 9a. If there's not going to be a Pixel 9a, if Google decides to scrap that, which I don't think they will, because with the price increase on the Pixel 9 being $799 gives more of a reason to have an A series device at $499 or $549 price tag. More than enough reason to have an A series device. So, but if there's no 9a, there should be sales on the Pixel 9 around that time, so I can get it for less. So that's why I'm a holdout. That's why I don't get it right away. I've seen content creators who talked about quitting Team Pixel, and then they showed their receipts of what they spent to get phones, and man, oh man, I couldn't do that. One person spent damn near $4,000. They got all the Pixels. They got the 9, the 9 Pro, 9 Pro XL, 9 Pro Fold. Spent $4,000. All I can hope for is that they generate that kind of money back. My little flask with cold water. I hope they generate that money back, because my YouTube channel does not generate that kind of money to recover the cost of buying all those devices. So if it did, then yeah, I would buy all of them. I would buy the 9 Pro Fold, the 9 Pro XL, the 9 Pro, and the 9. And then at the end of being able to review all that and getting at least like 5 gigs of B-roll footage on each of them, then I would probably give away majority of them in a giveaway or something like that and keep 1 or 2. The Pixel Watch 3 is what my first target is, because I need to upgrade from this. And so I think, like, maybe in October I'll get the Pixel Watch 3, because I want to get one for me and one for my wife. I want to upgrade her from her current Fitbit Sense 4, something like that. So no video boost on the Pixel 8a. Let me tell you guys that. Any other questions on the Pixel 8a you guys want to know? Yeah. Oh wow, I've actually been live for like an hour and 11 minutes. In a little while, I'm gonna be jumping off here. I've got tons of things to do today. Whatever my kids got planned going on, I've been hearing them do some stuff out there, so I don't know. But I also know that I'm going to dinner tonight once my wife gets home from work. And by that, I don't actually mean going out to a restaurant. I'm a person that doesn't really like going out to a restaurant. I like going to my dinner table. I love it. My wife cooks. My wife, she can cook. If my wife couldn't cook, I wouldn't be fat for a reason. I wouldn't be fighting weight every day. Which I know it sounds bad because I'm type 2 diabetic, right? But my wife can cook. When she throws down, she can throw down in the kitchen. So I'm excited because, so if you guys want to know what she's making me for dinner, so she's making me corned beef tacos. If you guys have never had it, you guys should try it. It's really, really good. But like it's that, the Libby's corned beef, like she'll grab that, she packs that into a yellow corn tortilla, some shredded sharp cheddar cheese, and then some shredded cheddar jack cheese, and then it's quickly deep fried. Okay, I know doesn't sound the healthiest, got it, doesn't sound the healthiest, but it's really good. So that with cilantro rice and fried plátano. That's my dinner tonight. I'm 42. I don't need to eat healthy today. I need to eat happy. That's my thing. Macro mode on ultra wide. No. It does not have that. So let me go with the ultra wide. Yeah, no, it doesn't have it. I'm looking at it right now. But I can tell you guys though that the shots with the cameras are clear. They're pretty damn clear. So getting an ultra wide shot is going to be really good. You guys can see some of the photos right there in that slideshow. Those photos are taken with the Pixel 8a. The ones of my kids, the ones of the plant life. Of course, I threw in some little stuff there for the A series. Pixels. That was done with AI from Gemini. So was that one. The upcoming Pixel 9. My favorite device, Pixel 4 series, the OG Pixel. Gotta throw that in there. The new Pixel 8s. Got them in the slideshow. The Pixel 8a, got that in the slideshow. Concept Pixel, I think they should make. Sure, more Pixel A series. And yeah, these are just taken from the Pixel 8a. You guys can have an idea. I'm curious of the minimum focusing distance because the main sensor is smaller. That might be an advantage. So with the main sensor, now are you meaning like as in like the actual size of the sensor, or of like how many megapixels it can? Because I can tell you right now, in my years of messing around with photography, megapixels, they do count. They count for something, but they're not be it all everything. Okay, I would say, you know what? Later on, I'll grab the link to his Instagram and I'll throw it in the comments. But if you guys go to my brother Ruben's Instagram and go through his Instagram feed all the way back to like 2014, 2015, and he's taken some badass photos. All the photos that he's taken has been with whatever smartphone he had. The only ones you can tell that he took with a DSLR camera are the ones where he has a model. He's done some photography work freelance for some models here in Phoenix, and yeah, so those ones were taken from his Nikon. But the other ones, like the sunsets, the food photos, the scenery photos, like being on top of South Mountain, or being at Lake Pleasant or any of those places, they're all done from his mobile phone. It's crazy how he can get those types of photo shots. Like, he's a better photographer than I am, and I try. Like, somebody, this photo right here wouldn't really be dope, but I think it is. But my brother could probably have taken my phone and have gotten super good. As a matter of fact, I can ask him to give me some photos that he's taken with his Pixel 8a. He has an 8a also. Shout out to him though, because I think like a couple of weeks after he first got it, he already cracked the display on it. I told him to get a screen protector just to put over the cracked display until he has the money to get the display replaced. But it's going to cost him quite a bit of money to get that screen fixed. So, but I'll see if he'll give me some photos that maybe I'll share it on another live podcast. Maybe I'll just make a video. I haven't made a video for the channel, so I need to do that here this coming week, because otherwise the algorithm's going to think that I'm only back to podcasting, and then any other video I put out, it's not really going to cycle it through for people to find. Because the view counts on my videos have been great, and thank you guys so much for always coming around and liking the videos and commenting and all that stuff. It really, really, really helps out my channel. And I'm happy to see like the types of videos that that I've been putting out that people have been enjoying. Mostly because I've been looking at what people have been wanting to watch and just kind of making videos along that same parameter. Duh, right? So Pixel videos I've been making, iPhone videos I've been making, some Boost Mobile videos I've been talking about. I haven't really dabbled in on other stuff outside of tech. I do need to do an updated video on my Pixel Watch. I'm going to be doing that sometime here soon, as I'm getting set up and ready to get the Pixel Watch 3. And getting one for my wife too, so she can have one. I think she'll definitely love the Pixel Watch. It gets far better readings than what her Fitbit does. Her Fitbit's kind of outdated too, so it's time to upgrade smartwatches. But anyways, guys, I am gonna wrap it up there, and enjoy the rest of the day with my family. Like I said, anyone wants to send me anything for my birthday, QR code's been downloaded the entire time, as well as up there in the corner. But if you guys want a little something for your troubles, you guys can. Again, grab the shirt. Grab the shirt, I'd say. I know Gene bought one, so shout out to Gene. He bought one of these. You can grab the t-shirt, you can get a hoodie, you can get a long sleeve, whatever your forte is, grab one of those. But if you'd like to try something different out there than your current carrier, such as Helium Mobile, and you are somebody that's very interested in cryptocurrency or already dabbles with crypto, this service is for you. So you can get Helium Mobile. You can try them out 1 month free. Use my promo code that gets you your first month free. Try out their services and see how they work out for you. And if they work out great for you, you can continue to stay with them. So that's always a plus. It's always a plus. But yeah, other than that, I won't be back on live today at all. I know I was on live 3 times yesterday. My wife was all shocked. She's like, "You were live again last night?" I was playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, yeah, I was live. But today I'm not going to be live for the rest of the day, and no videos dropping for today at all whatsoever. If anyone else is going to be live, like if Sneed's going to be alive, make sure you guys turn on notifications for Sneed Mobile Tech, turn on notifications for B-Tech Reviews, turn on notifications for Gadget Beard. Subscribe to these guys if you're not. Definitely give your views to them and whatnot. They got some really great videos, some great content. Sneed really focused in on the telecom industry and giving you some very good insights to pretty much understanding, why your carrier is the way that they are, as well as also dabbling with mobile tech like smartphones and smartwatches and whatnot. B-Tech giving you guys all the latest on the budget devices out there that, you get more bang for your buck. So you definitely want to follow his channel, get the inside deets on that. and Gadget Beard, your friendly neighborhood bearded tech guy, and he will definitely get you guys going on what's out there with the latest Samsungs, Google Pixels, as well as other tech out there you may not have ever heard of. Different audio companies. Reviews their products. He's got a lot of good videos on there. You guys need to go check these guys out. Subscribe to them. I appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys very, very, very much. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And as always, law. And thank you all for the birthday wishes. I really, really appreciate it.